I'm really curious to see which cartoon is going to be banned tomorrow, which new mascot is going to get the ban hammer. I mean, even 2 years ago, any of these headlines would make it for a really great article in The Onion. I never thought that I would live to see the day when Pepe Le Pew is considered to be problematic. I mean, how many children watched Pepe Le Pew? I can't name a single human being that I know of who didn't grow up with watching Pepe Le Pew. And yet, none of them are rapists. None of them think that consent doesn't matter. When have the lunatics started running the asylum? You just need to stop and think about what they're saying and what they're implying just for a second. Because I know the slow boiling of the frog is done temporarily. I understand that first it was Gone with the Wind, and then it escalated, and then it's Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben, and now it's Pepe Le Pew. Pepe, the Muppets. The Muppets, the Muppets are a problem now. You know what it actually says? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter that they're getting cancelled, okay? They're all cartoons. Like, if you want to watch them, you still can watch them. Except for Dr. Seuss's books. Like, apparently, when Dr. Seuss's books got banned, they said, oh, no, we're not really banning them. Like, you can still buy them from a library. We're just not going to produce more of them. And then you have mainstream media companies phoning the libraries and going like, yeah, I heard you're selling those racist, filthy books in your library. Why are you doing this? That's exercising soft power. That's not journalism, that's activism. But anyway. Pepe Le Pew. Yeah, well, what they're really saying by banning these is that these very popular cartoons that were made back then, which made a lot of money, and they were very successful, not in just entertaining children, but promoting American culture to the world, they wouldn't be done today. No. Instead, today you get, Thundercats? You get, what other cartoons? What blockbusters are there today that people like to watch? Huh? Can't name that many. Wonder why. So they're looking at a product that's profitable, that makes money, that people enjoy, and it's harmless for fuck's sakes. And they're like, oh, if we allow this to happen, society will collapse. Pepe Le Pew, the destroyer of worlds. Is it the name coincidence? I have to think if it's the name coincidence. Huh? It's like Pepe the Frog and Pepe Le Pew. There we go. By the way, what happens with women who watched Pepe when they grew up? Did they think that consent isn't appropriate? What if, like, shouldn't you just ban it for men then? If that's not right, can women still watch Pepe? Or is it problematic for them? When you watch these cartoons, you fucking morons, you're not supposed to take Pepe as the good character. Like, I think I was 4 when I was watching this. I didn't really understand what is happening. I didn't really get any innuendo. But what I did understand is that Pepe is the villain. Before I got the lesson about consent, I could empathize with the cat. And I was like, okay, well, clearly the cat doesn't want to be there. Like, it's running away, it's trying to get away. Why is this skunk still following her? Like, you get the vibe of not being like Pepe. Not everything that you see on the fucking television is something to emulate. It is okay to have villains. Not to mention, it's funny. I mean, it's a cat. It's not a skunk. He's attracted to the wrong thing. He's attracted to a cat that he thinks it's a skunk. It's not really like he's into bestialities. But I don't know. He's a furry. Aren't furries upset? Why aren't furries standing up for Pepe? Where are the furries? Where are the furries when you need them? They're very politically engaged. They're very. I think they're throwing Pepe under the bus. That's what they're doing. You know what's even more funny? It's like apparently the movie that I'm not going to watch now. After this shit, I'm not watching it. Fuck it. They can have your money, not mine. They will never have my money. They can have my soul, but my money is mine. They will never get my. They had the scene where they would lecture Pepe about consent. Man, that was a brilliant scene. I wish they would have kept that in. By the way, I was speaking to the microphone, which was turned around, so the voice was bad. Now it's supposed to be clear. Yeah. Yeah, but you should have kept that in. It's supposed to be a comedy, shouldn't it? For some reason, Speedy Gonzales is fine. Like, it's all subjective now. Like, who makes these decisions? Who gets to decide this crap? So Speedy Gonzales is fine. Riba, Andre. Huh? He's Latinx, isn't he? He's Latinx. He probably votes Democrats. Pepe Le Pew is French. He voted for Trump. Huh? Is that how you decide things? My God. But by the way, okay, like, if you are this brainstorm logic, like this absolute genius that Pepe Le Pew causes people to not understand about consent, we're talking about Looney Tunes, right? What do I get when Bugs Bunny hits someone in the head with a hammer? Huh? What do kids get from that? Well, no, seriously, like, think about it. Isn't this the tired old argument that boomers used to make? It's like, oh, we can't have kids watching cartoons. I mean, they see someone take a hammer. Oh my God, like, that's violence. They might actually do that in real life, and it might lead to a violent society. So ban everything now. Ban the violence. Like, well, okay, so you'd rather live in a society with violence, but I guess where people understand consent. It's okay for Bugs Bunny to hit someone, Daffy Duck, in the head with a hammer, as long as Daffy Duck consents. No, seriously, like, this is just so surreal. Oh my God, like, none of these make sense. And you know why these happen, right? Like, you know why this is a thing. It's because of fascism. No, really, it's not fascism, the ideology. Well, it is a little bit of fascism, the ideology. It's fascism economics. Okay? The economic school of fascism, where the corporation is not an entity that's supposed to make money. That's why they don't care. That's why they outright say, we wouldn't make this even if we know it's profitable. No, the corporation is now a community. Yes, the big corporation is supposed to educate you. It's supposed to educate your children. It's supposed to educate their employees and give them care. Like, this is why a lot of offices look like kindergarten creches now, because it's literally that ideology. Like, the company is a community, and as a community, they also need to be involved in politics, like any community does, right? And they need to stand for grandiose messages and grandiose things. And in this case, you know what they're doing? You know what? They're fighting against sexism. Now, a company that makes cartoons, like, how does it fight against sexism? A woman gets beaten by her drunken husband. The fuck can that company do? Nothing. But what they can do is like, oh, we took action. We banned Pepe Le Pew. Now the world is a better place without Pepe. Maybe that drunken husband that came home and didn't find food, so he decided to take it out on his innocent wife. Yes, now he's going to be less likely to do that. You know why? Because there's no Pepe. That kid, which grows up in that toxic household, is going to be less affected because there's no Pepe on TV. Why are people so cowardly? Why do they not call it out? Because, you know why? A lot of people say, well, it's just a cartoon. I don't fucking care. I get it. I get the argument. I really do, but it's yet another How many? Just how many? What is the limit? Well, like, it's been going around for a couple of months now. When is it okay to just say enough? Stop doing this. It's childish. You're not changing the world. You're doing jack shit. Just stop it. Leave those cartoons alone, for the love of Christ. What was it? Like, Disney said that Dumbo is going to be taken off the kids' watch list? How many kids, like, watch Dumbo and end up becoming great because of Dumbo? Oh, we found out the roots of the systemic problem. It is Dumbo. The world is going insane because people are too coward to call out the corporations. And I get it, again, I get it. It's just trivial things. It's trivial things, but you know, like, together they add up and they create a system. Because this is what I understand. It's systemic. Well, okay, if it's systemic, then look how the system is being created, straw after straw after straw. You know, at the end of the day, a house is made out of many bricks. Like, sure, just putting a brick down doesn't create a house. But when you see the fucking world is almost finished, maybe you should say, hey, don't build a house over here. My land, my property. I'm just saying, you know, it is beyond ridiculous. It is beyond the pale of ridiculousness. All of these decisions could have made a really great, an extremely great Onion article 3 years ago. No one would have, like 3 years ago, if you said that the Muppets are being censored, no one would have believed you. The Pepe Le Pew, oh my fucking God. Speedy Gonzales is unharmed. God, get the fuck. I think like 3 years ago, people would expect Speedy Gonzales to be banned. It's like, you can't dress like Speedy Gonzales. Go try cosplaying for Speedy Gonzales this Halloween. I dare you. See what happens. I could do it in Romania, but we don't celebrate Halloween. I would be fine. But you do it. You do it. Go on. Dress like Speedy Gonzales. Go on. Arriba, Andre. Go do that shit. See what happens. People will already say it. It's like, you're not doing any damage. You're not hurting anyone. You're offending people. Oh, that's worse. That's worse. No, literally, seriously. Like a person that does physical harm in modern day society, depending on the amount of harm that they do, they can get a fine or they can get a prison sentence. But when they come out, they're treated a lot better than a person that does offense. A person that does offense has his name plastered in the media, gets the platform from all social media. Good luck finding a job, bucko. Good luck putting food on the table. At least the person that goes to prison comes out. A person that does a car crash, a car accident, might go to jail for a couple of years, comes out, can get a job, can live like a normal person. A person that causes offense, When is Alex Jones going to be rehabilitated, huh? When is he coming back? Just say. Now, of course, you can look at people like Gina Carano, Alex Jones, and others that have way too many followers in order to get canceled so easily. But the most average people don't. Like, the most average people. And here's the thing. Just finishing off with this. Pepe Le Pew normalizes rape culture. Okay. Doesn't burning books and banning Pepe normalize censorship and is against human rights? Because free speech and free expression used to be a thing. Used to. Let me know what you think. I'll talk with the guys in the comment section.